Damn it, I've reloaded 10 times already, damn it. It's not shooting anyone, damn it, nothing at all.
The drones burning Russia's refineries aren't flying blind anymore. Behind every deep strike is a quiet flow of intelligence from Washington and Paris, mapping exactly where Russia's air defenses sit and where the gaps are. And Ukrainian engineers now brief the drone teams before launch. Hit this pipeline, this chimney, this one part that takes the longest to rebuild. They call it systemic warfare. 2/3 of Russia is now inside the strike zone. Here's what we know.
The drones that are burning Russia's refineries no longer fly blind. Behind each strike deep inside Russian territory sits a quiet architecture of intelligence, much of it flowing from Washington and Paris, that has turned Ukraine's long-range campaign from a scattering of fires into something closer to surgery. American and French intelligence has helped Kyiv map where Russia's air defenses sit and chart the corridors its drones can slip through to reach targets 1,000 kilometers and more from the front. And once the drones arrive, they are no longer just aiming at whatever will burn. Ukrainian energy engineers now brief the strike teams before they launch, telling them which pipeline, which chimney, which single irreplaceable component will keep a refinery dark the longest. This is what Ukrainian planners have begun calling systemic warfare. The idea that Russia is not a list of separate targets but a single interconnected machine, and that the trick is to find the joints where one blow does the most damage. They hit the same critical nodes again and again, striking before the repairs are even finished, denying Moscow the luxury of rebuilding. The men running the campaign are blunt about where it leads. 2/3 of Russia's population lives in the European part of the country, and Ukraine's drone commander has now declared all of it inside the strike zone, no longer a safe rear. The escalation, he warned, up to the total destruction of Russia's fuel and energy sector is inevitable. Ukraine has shifted its long-range drone campaign against Russia's energy industry from broad attacks on refineries to more targeted strikes on critical components that are hard to replace, according to Financial Times on Thursday. Ukrainian military planners, drone operators, and energy specialists told the FT that Kyiv's goal is no longer simply to start fires at refineries or destroy storage tanks, but to keep plants offline for longer and make each strike more costly for Moscow. The strategy was meticulously targeted and coordinated, one Ukrainian deep strike unit member told the FT. Ukrainian officials said intelligence provided by the US and France had helped map Russian air defense deployments and identify routes that allowed drones to evade them and reach targets deep inside Russia. Andriy Zagorodnyuk, a former defense minister and chair of the Center for Defense Strategies, said US and French intelligence had improved target selection, helping Ukraine's deep strike drone teams learn where to hit. He said Ukrainian planners had built a detailed map of Russia's energy grid, allowing them to identify critical nodes where disruption can shut down larger parts of the system and target equipment that is hardest to replace. French President Emmanuel Macron boasted in January that France became the main intelligence provider for Kyiv, replacing Washington, though he did not elaborate on the claim at the time. 2 deep strike drone operators told the FT that target selection is guided by detailed technical analysis by officials, taking into account logistics, flight paths, and broader operational priorities. Before missions, drone units receive briefings from energy engineers and industry experts on which components are indispensable to refinery operations and would take longest to replace. The engineers tell drone units to strike these pipelines here or this chimney, hit here in this space or this part of the equipment connection or this box and so on, one drone operator said. Russia and Ukraine inherited similar Soviet-designed energy systems, giving Ukrainian engineers a detailed understanding of many of the industrial processes, equipment layouts, and operational vulnerabilities inside Russian facilities. Sadly, we learned from Russians, Zagorodnyuk said. They are doing exactly the same to us here, he added, referring to Russian strikes on Ukrainian energy infrastructure. Ukrainian drone units have begun repeatedly striking the same critical equipment before repairs are complete, preventing facilities from resuming operations, according to drone operatives and an FT analysis of satellite images. We hit critical nodes over and over again before or shortly after they have been rebuilt, Zagorodnyuk said. Previously, it was a big problem. We were hitting something and it was later rebuilt. President Volodymyr Zelensky said last weekend that he had instructed Ukraine's newly appointed commander-in-chief and acting defense minister to expand the country's deep strike campaign. Yevhen Kamara, the incoming defense minister, said he had worked with the new top commander Mikhailo Drapati on plans to move the war on to the aggressor's territory as much as possible. Ukraine will continue to exert shock and technological pressure on Russia by all means, Kamara said. We must scale up what is already effective. Robert Madyar Brovdi, commander of Ukraine's unmanned systems forces, said refinery attacks form part of a broader campaign to dismantle the networks that sustain Russia's war effort. From oil exports that finance the military to logistics routes supplying troops at the front. The objective is clear: 1, to destroy the sources that finance Putin's war, oil trade, and 2, to destroy the military-industrial complex that supplies the occupying army with weapons, he said. The strategy reflects what military planners describe as systemic warfare, treating Russia's energy infrastructure as an interconnected network rather than a collection of individual targets. We think of Russia as a system, Zagorodnyuk said. Understanding that system allows you to identify the critical parts where the effect is much more substantial. Brovdi said the campaign also depended on the systematic elimination of Russian air defense, radar, and electronic warfare systems to open corridors for drones deep inside Russia. He said Russia's European territory, as well as occupied areas of Ukraine, were now within range. 80 million people, roughly 2/3 of Russia's population, live in the European part of the country, within the strike zone, which is no longer and will no longer be considered Russia's safe rear area, he said. Brovdi said his drone forces did not plan to ease up. The escalation of strikes up to the complete destruction of the enemy's fuel and energy sector and military-industrial complex is inevitable. Residents of Russia's Ryazan region emerged from the hovels, in shock as lines of Ukrainian drones pour onto the area targeting a Wildberries logistics facility and local oil refinery. There's no fucking air defense at all, one astute commentator notes.
Vova, behind, I'm looking at the mirror and I see the reflection in the mirror for the rabbit. Behind the train, I see the electric train.
Oh, wow.
Isina ozina, they say that isi momada zadesana.
Damn it, I've reloaded 10 times already, damn it. It's not shooting anyone, damn it, nothing at all.
Everything here just dropped 1 point, right? Damn.
There is another one, damn it! Damn it!
That is it, man. The territory is clear. Oh, man!
Damn! Oh, damn! Look, damn! There are more of them!
Slava, the fan is jammed!
Damn it, where, damn it? Everyone seems offended. They didn't see.
Here.
There, damn it.
Look at this delusional bastards. They still think Russia is winning this war. Medvedev said, "There is only one way to preserve Russia: victory in the special military operation." In reality, Russia lost the moment it started the war against Ukraine.
Our opponents have always tried to destabilize our state, no matter what it was called. The Russian Empire, the Soviet Union, or the current Russian Federation. They do not like our country.
Big, strong, proud, self-sufficient, one that cannot be ordered around.
There was a period when they apparently thought they could reach an agreement with us, but in reality they just wanted to bend us to their will. I mean primarily the Western countries. But they failed and they are experiencing the deepest disappointment. That is why they use every method, and now they are using Ukraine as a battering ram to destroy the Russian Federation. They are not even hiding it. We now have one common task, and it is obvious: to preserve our country. How can we preserve our country? Thank you. And there is only one way to save our country: by winning the special military operation.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.